So if you've been trying to get audio from your DAW into OBS to use for recording or streaming, but you're not having any luck, or there's latency or there's some plugins out there that cost money, but you don't want to pay for that, I'm going to show you on this video how to do all of that for free, regardless of what your DAW you're using. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? My name is Adil Constantine, and on this video, I'm going to show you how to get your audio from your DAW into OBS so you can use it for recording and streaming. So what's nice is that OBS now supports VST plugins. So the same VST plugins that you can use in your DAW, like Ableton, you can actually use it in OBS as well. Now, the plugins that's actually going to do all the magic is called Replugs from Reaper. Shout out to Vincent Diamante. That's how I found out about this plugin. So if you go to reaper.fm/replugs, which I'll put a link for that in the description below, you can download this plugin right here. It's free, and you can get it in 32-bit or 64-bit, depending on your system. So we'll go ahead and download Replugs VST, the 64-bit. Now we have it there. And once you have it downloaded, and you're gonna click agree. And basically out of this plugin, we don't need any of those. I mean, you can download these and use them if you want, but for the purpose of this video, we really just need Restream. So we'll select that, click next. Now here's the tricky thing. In order for OBS to see the plugins, OBS can only access the plugins at this directory, which is on your root. So if you have your plugins set up on a different hard drive, then I'll show you in a bit how to overcome that. So go ahead and continue with the install it there. I'm not gonna install it because I already have it, so we'll cancel out of this. But basically, you'll find it under C, Program Files, and VST Plugins. Then you'll see this folder called Replugs, and that's what the plugin is. So this is great because that's, like I said, that's where OBS is gonna find this. But if you're like me, so if I open Ableton, and I can show you that for my plugins, I'm using a custom folder and it's on my G drive. So what I'll do is I'll copy this and then go to my G drive, that way you can see it too, Program Files, VST Plugins, and paste it in here. And I already have it in there, so we should be good to go. And so now if you look over here, you'll see it under my VST plugins. There's Replugs right there, and there's Restream. So now what we need to do is we need to take this plugin and place it on the master track. And that's because what's going to happen is with this Restream, we're taking the audio that's coming from Ableton through the master track, and we're going to route it somewhere. So in here, when you open this plugin right here, we're going to say send audio to, and in here, if you're going to be, you can send it like to a specific server or whatnot. But since we're dealing all locally, we're just going to do local broadcast. All right. So now our audio output is set up in Ableton to send this somewhere. So now what we need to do is we need to go to OBS, and we need somehow capture this audio that's coming from Ableton. So we'll go ahead and add another source, and it's going to be an audio input capture. And then let's name this DAW. Click OK. You can leave it at default. All right. And now we're going to go to this DAW input. We're going to add a filter. That's how you add VSTs onto your sources. So we're going to click plus, VST2 plugins. We can leave it at that. And then in here, we're going to go ahead and select Restream Standalone. So now if I click on this, you'll see that this is already capturing audio, but it's capturing the audio from my microphone. So let's see if it actually will capture audio from Ableton. It looks pretty in sync with zero latency. I should say almost zero latency, because I'm pretty sure there's some kind of latency, but we just can't notice it enough. So there's that. But now the problem is that this audio source, it's capturing my microphone and Ableton. So we need to somehow mute out our microphone. So the reason why we have this, because we have basically just one audio source, right? So it's gonna hear my microphone and any computer sounds coming from your desktop. In order to fix that, we just need to add another gain filter, but we're gonna take the gain all the way down. And then we're gonna move the gain to above the VST2 plugin. And now if you go back here, where'd it go? There it is. And then if you go back here, you'll see that it actually brought my microphone level down, but it's still there. And if that's still the case with you as well, all we have to do is just add another gain filter, bring it all the way down, and then we're gonna move it up. And at this point, we should be pretty good. There you go. You don't see any audio being captured from my microphone at this point. But if we do play in Ableton, sorry, it is probably clipping. I should probably bring that down a bit. So in order to avoid that clipping, that means it's just getting a massive input from Ableton. We just need to bring this down a bit. So let's say -2 dB. And if you go back in here into the filter, now we're getting audio straight from Ableton into here, and it's a clean feed with nothing else into that feed. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe if you're new here, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified for future videos. Until next time, keep making music. Peace.